Some secrets were meant to stay buried, but not here. This is Red Tape File. Federal agents kicked in the door before sunrise. Inside a Manhattan apartment, hard drives, encrypted files, and a digital fortune tied to one of the biggest crypto hacks ever. By sunset, the US government had recovered $3.6 billion in Bitcoin, the largest financial seizure in Department of Justice history. The woman, who called herself Razzlekhan, being handcuffed, had just written a Forbes article about preventing cryptocurrency theft. The irony: she had been laundering the largest crypto heist in history for 5 years. This is the jaw-dropping story of how a cybersecurity expert and her hacker boyfriend hid $4.5 billion in stolen Bitcoin in plain sight, and how a $500 Walmart gift card helped bring them down. Meet Ilya Lichtenstein and Heather Morgan. To their New York neighbors, they looked like every other ambitious startup couple chasing the next big idea. LinkedIn profiles showcasing tech success, Instagram photos from startup conferences, coffee shop meetings with investors. But here's what made them different. Lichtenstein was a coding prodigy who could break into supposedly impenetrable systems. Morgan was a master of reinvention, a woman so comfortable with deception, she built an entire public persona as a cybersecurity expert while running a criminal empire. By day, Morgan wrote articles for Forbes warning companies about cyber threats. She spoke at security conferences, telling executives how to protect themselves from exactly the kind of crimes she was committing. The audacity was breathtaking. Meanwhile, Lichtenstein played the quiet genius, the kind of programmer who could write code that would make Bitcoin disappear into the digital ether, only to reappear later, clean and untraceable. Their friends saw an eccentric but successful couple. The truth? They were sitting on one of the largest stolen fortunes in criminal history. August 2nd, 2016, 7 a.m. Hong Kong time. Lichtenstein wasn't just a money launderer, he was the ghost in the machine. Using sophisticated hacking techniques, he penetrated Bitfinex, one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges. In the span of just a few hours, he executed what would become the most valuable digital heist in history. The numbers were staggering: 119,754 Bitcoin stolen, at the time worth $71 million. But here's the kicker: as Bitcoin's price exploded over the next few years, that stolen crypto became worth over $4.5 billion. Thousands of Bitfinex users woke up to find their digital wallets emptied. The crypto community was in shock. How do you steal something that's supposed to be unhackable? How do you hide money that exists on a public ledger that everyone can see? Lichtenstein had the answer, and for 5 years, it worked perfectly. What happened next was a masterclass in digital money laundering. But here's what made it brilliant. They mixed cutting-edge crypto techniques with surprisingly mundane methods. The high-tech playbook. They split the massive fortune into thousands of tiny transactions, used mixing services that jumbled their Bitcoin with other users' coins, chain-hopped between different cryptocurrencies designed for privacy, created fake identities with doctored paperwork, wrote automated scripts to move money across dozens of exchanges. The low-tech genius converted crypto into physical gold, bought retail gift cards Target, Amazon, Walmart, used the gift cards for everyday purchases like groceries and gas, maintained normal bank accounts to give their lifestyle legitimacy. That $500 Walmart gift card wasn't just a random purchase. It was bought using stolen Bitcoin, linked to an app account in Morgan's real name. This seemingly innocent transaction would later become the thread that unraveled their entire operation. Meanwhile, Morgan's double life reached absurd heights. She was literally writing Forbes articles titled, "How to Protect Your Business from Cybercriminals," while orchestrating one of the biggest cybercrimes in history. Her rap videos as Razzlekhan, with lyrics about being the crocodile of Wall Street, now seem like hidden confessions. Here's what the couple didn't fully understand. Bitcoin's greatest feature would become their greatest enemy. Every transaction is permanent, public, and traceable. They thought they were erasing their digital footprints, but they were actually creating an unalterable record of their crimes. The digital detectives. Blockchain analytics firms use artificial intelligence to spot suspicious patterns. They noticed something odd: clusters of transactions that moved in coordinated patterns, amounts that were suspiciously specific, timing that suggested automated systems. The breakthrough. When FBI shut down the Darknet market Alphabet in 2017, they found logs that mapped some of the laundering routes. Each seized server provided more pieces of the puzzle. The smoking gun. The breakthrough was almost comically simple. Lichtenstein had saved a file to his cloud storage containing the private keys to roughly 2,000 cryptocurrency wallets. Think of it as a master list of every safe deposit box containing stolen money, with all the combinations written down. When investigators got a warrant for his cloud account, they found this digital treasure map. Game over. February 8th, 2022. 6 a.m., FBI agents surrounded the couple's Manhattan apartment building. When they knocked on the door, they found Lichtenstein and Morgan living among multiple computers, encrypted devices, and detailed records of their operation, a criminal command center disguised as a startup workspace. The seizure was record-breaking: $3.6 billion in recovered Bitcoin, the largest financial seizure in Department of Justice history. The legal consequences. August 2023. Both plead guilty. Lichtenstein admits he was the original Bitfinex hacker. November 2024. Lichtenstein sentenced to 5 years in federal prison. November 2024. Morgan sentenced to 18 months. The relatively light sentences? They cooperated fully with authorities and helped recover most of the stolen funds. Morgan's defense team argued she was manipulated by Lichtenstein, painting her as a lesser participant who got in over her head. But prosecutors had evidence of her active participation in creating fake identities and moving money. This case shattered the myth that cryptocurrency is a perfect tool for crime. It proved that while blockchain offers privacy, it also creates permanent evidence that can be analyzed years later by determined investigators with the right tools. The techniques developed to catch Lichtenstein and Morgan are now standard procedures used by law enforcement worldwide. Every major cryptocurrency exchange now implements sophisticated monitoring systems designed to spot similar patterns. The final irony. A couple who thought they were tech-savvy enough to outsmart the entire global financial system were ultimately brought down by basic mistakes, saving files to the cloud, using real names on gift card apps, and underestimating the power of blockchain analytics. Their story serves as both a thriller and a warning. In the digital age, there's no such thing as the perfect crime. The blockchain remembers everything, and eventually, the truth always surfaces. What do you think? Were they criminal masterminds or just lucky amateurs who finally ran out of luck? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more incredible stories from the intersection of technology and crime.